Hi guys, well we sneaked round the back of the plot. Not that the car parks outside my front of my plot, so I'm not going to give the game away that I'm here, but if you can't see me on the front, you can't find me. Gives me 10 minutes to actually put this video together. I've been pretty busy this morning, well, this afternoon. Needed a couple of brackets. I was gonna do a job on the sheds over the other side of the allotments. We got two blocks of sheds, and I've already done one lot of gutters on one, and the other one got bad, so I had to today I've tore the old gutters down, and I've put brand new gutters on, down pipe and everything. We couldn't find the mains on this one, and we thought we'd have to use an IVC. Anyway, I was looking and I thought it's not underneath this blue barrel what's at the side of the block, and blow me, they put this water barrel over the drain, and they're complaining that the old thing's flooding. Anyway, we've got rid of that barrel, and I put a down pipe into it. You're going to see that in the next episode, but this episode, what you're going to see me doing is, well, I've got a lot to do. I'm going to be harvesting some of my corn, not all of it, but some of it, most of it, of the bigger stuff. The other stuff's just growing now. I'm going to be putting my onions. I've got three different onions, red, white and yellow onions, winter onions, Japanese they are. And I'm going to be putting my porcelain and my Solent white garlic into the beds, but I've got to move the pea frame out, all the potato buckets out of one bed, and what I'm going to do, where the bean frame used to be, I'm going to remove the bean frame, and that's where I'm going to put the potatoes. We did have a bit of a, we started some potatoes. I was going to use them for Christmas, however blights come early to the allotment and they were doing really well. Anyway, the blights hit them, and anyway it took the potatoes out, but we've got a few potatoes which you will see in this video. So I'm stringing all these videos together and to show you what I've been doing, so it's going to be quite a long one, guys. Anyway, I'm just sat here chilling with my cup of coffee. Like I say, I've only this 10 minutes stopped, so I thought I'd quickly get this video made and try and get it up later on tonight. So here it comes, guys. That's what we've been doing this week. Well, she's getting sneakier, this little bugger. I'm shouting and thinking she's going to come from this direction. She come from behind here, and actually with that behind me, I thought I could hear her clearly. Yeah, I'm going button deaf actually. But yeah, we've got some cat food there, mixed too, the gold cat, and she likes the whiskers as well, the crunchy ones. And so now I've fed her, obviously that's off Aaron, so I'm going to throw all that into the chickens and give them some, I think it's Swiss chard. So I'm going to go and feed the chickens all that. They'll thank him for it, I'm sure. So anyway, there's Buttercup having a breakfast. Let's go and give these to the chickens. The water down there. It's quite a nice day today. We've actually got sunshine. I wasn't going to show you these, but look at them how well they're growing. I think we will get corn. We've got corn there. Oh, squirrels have been at it. We're going to have to start taking. You can see where they're ripping the husks off here. Bloody hell, that means we're going to have to take them all up. So that's the job for today, I think. Yeah, they've started to pull the husks apart there, you can see. See here, where they've been chewing at them. Ruined. Chickens will get them. And all the others are all going in the shed. Oh, look at this buggers. That one's not too bad, but you can see where they've been chewing at them just there. That beautiful corn and ruined. I'm going to have to take them up before they get absolutely hammered. And yeah, absolutely gutted about that. You can see what they've done there. They've destroyed Dave's corn. You can see where they've ripped them all up here. Right, first things first, let's go and feed the chickens. So I'll be back in a moment, guys. So the chickens have got all the Swiss chard there, and they're making short work of it. So I'll leave them to eat that, and now what I've got to go and do now is take all this corn off before the squirrels end up ripping it to shreds. They've already done it on 2 or 3 of them there, so I'm going to have to start taking them off. So I'm not happy with this, but then again, I've got no choice. I nearly stood on you then. Bloody cat. She's everywhere I turn, she's there. I didn't even notice she was there until I just looked down. That could have got interesting. Right, so as you see, they've literally, they've destroyed that. I can't state it that way. They've just stepped right there, right the bloody nice corn that. So that'll go to chickens. This one will go home. Get them all in the bucket here. Collect them. Yeah, so I'm going to dig in here. I'm going to rip them all out. Well, I'm going to take all the cobs out anyway. What's left? Well, we've ended up with a total of about 40 corn. I've took about 20 over the week or two, and there's about another 20 in there. The squirrels have had 6 of them, and they completely destroyed them. I've only just noticed them. There's a few left on there. Whether they come to out or not, I don't know, but we're going to leave them nonetheless. Because they're only small, they might come back. The squirrels probably end up eating them all. But they've completely massacred next door neighbours' corn. Look at her there in the sun. I'm a shadowing you. Do you want me to move out so the sun shines on you? Crashed out. She's been keeping out of the way while I've done all this. But yeah, with bloody squirrels, I can't believe it. Should have picked them out yesterday, the day before. There was fine the day before. What they've done, they finished eating all them, and straight over here and start helping themselves to mine. Fortunately, there's none on these yet. Whether there is or not, I don't know. We wait with bated breath anyway. We might get another harvest out of this corn. It's a bit too late now, but as you can see, they're not doing too bad. But this, yeah, these are done now. So I'm going to be putting the garlic in here very shortly. So this trellis has got to come out. I'll bag all this stuff up, and well, I'll do it next week. You can't go to the tip 2 times in a week. They're funny buggers. But yeah, we'll take all this to the tip and get rid of it. We'll leave the bottoms though. Keep the bottoms. We throw the bottoms into the compost bin. If they don't rot down before they get to sort the bed out. We'll lift them out, throw them in the compost bin, because the nitrogen which they produce on the roots is beneficial to the soil. Anyway, ta-da, there we go, got some more. So again, we beat the squirrels this year. They've only got 6 of them. They've done better than others. Completely destroyed. Unbelievable. So we'll leave them there, getting stuck into that corn which the bloody squirrels have ripped to shreds. And there's Buttercup, still sunbathing. Unbelievable, isn't she? I'm going to head down here. Come in, come on. Yeah, this corn is doing quite well. We might get some of this. There she is, she followed me up here. But yeah, a bit gutted about that corn there. They got 6 of them. There's a few left on it. What we will do, we're not going to take them completely down just yet. Next week they'll all be gone, and then we'll start putting this garlic in here. And all these bushes here, the lemon balm will be getting a trim. They're in pots, Ben, by the way. Anyway, there's my new flag, looking pretty good. I put that up and the camera wasn't focused properly on it for some reason. Don't know what it is. Is she behind me? Is she? Bloody neighbour there. I can't believe he did that with his door. Here she is. Come on, slow coach. I haven't got me tripod, I haven't got me coffee. Oh dear, have a sit down. Where is she? She's not far away anyway. There she is. What are you doing? Coming up? Come on then. Hey babes. Oh god, anyway I'm going to give her a 10-minute hug and then we'll get something else done. I'll get this. I'll have to start doing the bloody video in a bit. Look at her. Splashed out on my legs. Favourite spot in it. I'm going to have to get you some flea powder just in case. Right, well I've got me winter onions there in the trays. The red, white and yellow. Here's my board that's got the marks every 6 inches. These will be going in as well, and the onions will sit underneath them. They'll just be high enough so they don't touch the onions when they're first coming up. And once they get to about 8 inches, we then go to a bigger cane. And it keeps the cats off. So this is the bed that we're going to be putting the onions in. As you see, we give it a good raking, tilled, it's all good to go. So basically all it is, bloody footprint there, bloody cat. We won't be able to do that in a bit, so what we do, we set them up here like this and then just put the onions in. So I'm going to do some of that now. You showed me doing a bit, and hopefully we'll have enough to do the bed. If not, I'll just have to get a few more. But yeah, as you can see, every 6 inches, and we've got a long way to go. Might even take my jumper off because it's getting very warm. It really is. Sun's out today. This is why I'm doing it. We've had nothing but rain this week, and hopefully we'll get it done before Buttercup turns up and ruins everything. She's about anyway. So let's have at it. I think we'll put the white ones in first, then the reds, then the yellows. We're halfway now, so I reckon we'll have enough to do the whole lot. But all I'm doing is shoving them in so they're just the tip sticking out. Guys, we're on the last 3 rows now, so maybe 4 rows. So let's get them in. There you go. So there you go, guys, all done, all a lot of them, all 200 and I think there's about 50 there.
Put in your garlic?
No, these are my onions.
Alright.
I'm just getting all the onions in. 250 or so onions in there. we put these bottles 6 inches with like sticks with bottles on the top, then we put the net over the top of them. That lifts it off it lifts the mesh off the onions, and it also serves to two things. When the onions come through, they don't catch. The cats won't walk on it, and the birds can't get underneath it. Once they get to 12 inches high, it doesn't matter if the nets are on or not. The cats won't walk through them all because they don't like the feel on the backs. But as you can see, we've finally got them all in. Now there's a job needed to be done, and we're due for some rain very shortly, so I don't need to water them, that's for sure. Hi guys, well, today I'm going to remove the pea frame. I know there's a few peas growing up it, but they're not coming out. The mice got them all. That's why I do my peas in gutters. And anyway, we're going to lift them up, take them off. I've screwed them into the actual frame, into the boards, so I'm going to have to remove these screws, remove the frame. I'm going to be taking the beam frame down. I would have liked to have left it, but I'm going to take it down because I'm going to put all the potatoes into that bed in the buckets. I'm just going to cover them over, and then we're going to turn the bed, which has got all the potatoes in, into the bed for the garlic. What? Oh, you can't sit on my knee. No, you can't sit on my knee, you little devil. She's a pain in the backside. Well guys, what we're going to do is take these frames down today. All these are coming out of here, and the potato buckets are going here. I will cover them over. Yeah, she's following. So I've got to take all these up, but before I do that, might have to dead some of these dahlias. I'm going to take that frame down here. So this frame's got to go, and all them buckets have got to go up the other end. They've got to go up here, and that's where Buttercup is. So I'm going to put them all there and cover them up, and then this bed's going to get turned into a garlic, for all my garlic. Well, just clear that up in a moment. She's keeping out of her way. She's doing as she's told. I'm just going to put these over. I'm going to stand it over there, behind the pumpkins, I think. And that's where I'm going to put this frame. Well, get out of the way then. Good girl. Right, so now I'm going to take this frame down, so bear with me. keep all these bottles here, bottle tops, we can put them on other beds when we needed them. So I'm just going to remove the frame now. What are you doing there, you? Eh? What are you doing? Got the eye on you. Well, as you see, the frame's down now, so we're going to put the buckets there. Look at her there. This is what I'm doing. Like I say, she's never more than 6 foot away from me. But yeah, we cleared that bed. I'm going to tie these canes up and we'll come back. I'll give it a gentle hoeing and I'll put the buckets in here and try and cover them up. Oh God, here she comes. Who do you think you are, Olga Corbett? Unbelievable she is. Right, we'll be right back, folks. I'm just going to put these away. Doing? It's a mischief again, aren't we? You keep there, keep out the way. So, like I say, we took the frame down, and what we're going to do now is put them buckets, potato buckets, into there. I might use them framed, that fencing, just to fence them off. She's keeping out of the way. She's just here, just behind the plant. So all I've got to do now is to bring the buckets up. I might have to take my shirt off for this. It's hard bloody work. So yeah, all that fencing's got to come down here, and yeah, along with the potatoes. So we clear that bed and I can put my garlic in. This is what you got to do. It's like bloody like I say, musical chairs it is, guys. So as you see, we've brought these buckets over here now and the fencing. I'm going to put the other fence in front of these here just to tidy it up. I will cover it as well. We'll cover these so they don't get wet. The other 5 buckets, well, the potatoes what were in them, the buckets got blight, and I was doing okay, and then the potatoes succumbed to the blight, so they're only dead tiny little potatoes. So we'll sieve them out, and the buckets will tip the soil into that bed over there. So let's get round to the other side now and show you what we've got to do on that other side. We'll prepare the bed and get it all ready, and I'll come back here when I'm putting the last fencing on, and we'll tidy it all up. It'll look really nice. This is what we're left with, guys. Some graping big holes. Move this to the one side. We'll come back to this at the end. These were them buckets that got the blight, unfortunately, so I don't expect any potatoes in here. Little ones doing buttercup. A few potatoes there. Very small though, guys. Well, we've tilled the bed. I will do another helping. We'll put some bloodfish and bone on here. Buttercup very intent on watching what I'm doing. If you put nets on, the cats and the foxes won't go on. But if you haven't got a net on it, they'll be on it in a flash, and especially as compost, it's perfect for them to do the number 2s in, the little darlings. But once the net goes on, and it's about 6 inches high, you won't get the cats walking on it or the foxes. They do not like the net on the face or on the feet, so it keeps them off. No sign of the onions yet, but I didn't expect that. But we will do soon. They'll start to develop. And before the end of the year, they'll be about 8 inches high, I would imagine, on this bed. As for the garlic, that's going to come a lot sooner. But yeah, she's dying to walk on it, isn't she? So, there was them spuds from them late ones, what we did. Well, unfortunately, they all caught blight, and yeah, we got a few nice spuds. You could say they're nice little potatoes, and they boil up really nice. So it ain't been a complete disaster. There's about £1.5–2 there, and unfortunately, the blight come, and you know what happens when the blight comes. Swing the camera up. Yeah, bit of a tough one. Out of bloody breath doing all that. But now we've got that bed ready for the garlic, so I'm going to be sorting my garlic out real soon. I'll be adding some bloodfish and bone in there, I would imagine, and hoeing it all in. And then we'll plant the garlic into it, put the nets over, and keep Buttercup and all the other cats off, including the foxes. I think Sean was saying his raised beds are getting destroyed by the foxes. I find if you put nets about this side, you lift the nets about this side off the bed, when the foxes or the cats touch it, they jump back and it startles them and they don't go on it. You'll get the odd daft cat which will go on, like Buttercup, although I've not seen her doing it, but she will go on beds what haven't got the nets on. So if you put a net on your bed, it keeps the cats off. But once the garlic and the onions start to grow tall, the cats won't go on at all. So you know, your problems only at the start when they're actually starting to grow. The foxes will leave them. They use as the paths. I've watched them go down the paths. Cats do the same thing. So anyway, I say these were them ones. What the ones we tried to get a few potatoes more. But unfortunately, I mean, they look alright, them, don't they? I mean, you can't knock it. I mean, they're good. Once they wash, they make great little spud spoilers. So I'm going to be having them for sure tomorrow when I have my finny haddock and what have you. They'll be on the menu, I'll tell you. But yeah, we've put the fence around these potatoes here. We've put the fence back there, so everything, the canes have been removed now. We will be removing the rest of these corn shortly. There's a few small ones on there, but the squirrels are basically destroying them at the moment. I got lucky. There's a few small ones, we might get one or two more, we don't know, we just have to wait and see. But of you know, off them ones, these ones here, there's every chance we're getting some more. But as you can see, my neighbours, they've been devastated. Every one of them have been had at. The squirrels have had them. There's Buttercup. She's kept out of the way for most part. You know what she's going to do? Right between the gaps and then go and sit in the pot. I bet you that's where she'll sit, in the bloody pot. I've got to put a cover over them to stop them getting wet. And they will sit in there for quite comfortably up till January, February, if I so wished it. I mean, I've got lots of potatoes, so I don't need to take them at the moment, but they're there and they sit perfectly well in the ground. Slugs will leave them alone. There is a trick that you can use with them, and that's when you put the cover over and throw a few slug pellets on the top. That normally takes care of all the slugs and what have you, what actually go into them. So that's another little trick. Obviously you need to cover them, don't leave them open for the hedgehogs and the birds to eat. Sprinkle them on, cover them over and keep them covered with bricks. That's what you need to do. I'm trying to put the garlic into this bed now. I've had bloodfish and bone. I've got the nets and everything ready. I've got all the bottles like here, what I've got here set out, so I sit the net on top. It keeps the cats and foxes off. However, I've got Mark with his strimmer in the background. He's turned it off at the moment, but it won't be for long. So what I might do is speed the camera up, add a bit of music and show me doing a little bit of it, and I'll show you when I've finished. But yeah, I'm going to put the porcelain and solid white. Here he goes again, so you can hear the strimmer. So what you're going to see is me putting them in, and you're going to hear some music in the background as I'm doing it. So let's have at it. we got the onions in, and it's nearly killed me doing this. Absolutely terrible time putting this garlic in. Like I said, constant strimmer going in the background and bloody ice cream van. Like I say, I ended up putting it on music, just playing some music in the background there for most of it. But as you can see, it's all done now, and you won't get to see anything for the next 2 weeks. I'm not going to water them because the ground is absolutely sodden. 2 inches below that ground there, the ground's absolutely saturated, so I've no need to water them. Same with that bed there. Anyway, there's a job, couple of jobs done. Let's move on to the next. So there you go. We have been a busy bee. The onions and the garlic, well, I put the onions in the day before I put the garlic in, but they should be up in a week or two, starting to come through. And apparently it's going to be raining tomorrow or the day after, so the ground's quite sodden, so I don't need to water them really. But since I put the nets on, I'm just looking here, and the cats and the foxes have kept well away off them, and they do because of the nets. So as I was saying, if you don't want cats to do the caca-poo-poo into your beds and the foxes digging them over, stick some nets on them. You don't have to do anything classic. You don't have to build bloody fences to keep them out. Above the ground, 6 inches, some of that plastic netting works a treat, honestly. And I'm looking at mine here, and it's like I say, we did all this yesterday, all the planting, and I'm looking there, and it's perfect. Anyway, something else I had to do this morning was mother-in-law. She says, "Have you got any apples, Mark?" And you know, look behind me here, guys. There's bloody apple trees, different varieties. I think there's 3 or 4 different varieties. I think there's some Cox's pippin, or is it Cox's orange? I'm not too sure. And there's another dessert variety, and obviously then you got the Bramleys, the cooking apples. So anyway, I grabbed a few, and here they are. This is what I'm taking home. Well, taking to the mother-in-law's in a minute. These are the 3 varieties of apples I'm taking home today for the mother-in-law. You've got the Cox's pippin here, and these dessert apples. I forget the name of them. And obviously we've got these Bramleys. These are my Bramleys, and they are beautiful Bramleys as well. So yeah, she asked me, she wants to hydrate some of these apples or something. She's got an hydrator, so she asked for a few. Well, she's got 3 different varieties there that she can play with, so go get these in the car. Got other things to do at the moment. So they're in the car. Gonna have to take them, get rid of them. I've had a few other harvests as well. I've took some more cucumbers and some more tomatoes. It's been non-stop harvesting. Next episode we'll be doing a tour of the plot, and I'll be showing you them sheds, what I've been doing. Hopefully the GoPro 6 that I was using is okay. I don't know what the footage is going to be like, guys, but you know, we're going to put. I did have a few people coming over, so I'm going to have to. Obviously, I've got to edit them out. And anyway, so that's where we leave it. I hope you're all following procedures and staying safe from this coronavirus. Oh God, I thought I was doing so well. And who should come up here now? Buttercup, meow. Meow! Meow! Come here then. What you doing? Hey, come in here. Come on. She's found me, guys. I thought you was in the sunshine. Come up here. Come here. Up you come. There you come. I thought you was in the sun. Oh well. Chillax here with me. Anyway, for me and Buttercup. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I say, you all stay safe. And see you back here next week for some more. Hey, I'm hiding from you. You found me, didn't you, eh? You must have heard me talking. Oh dear. No eating frogs. Me guard dog, guys. He's a good pussycat, eh? He's a good pussycat, eh? He's a good pussycat. Eh? He's a good pussycat. You're a good pussycat. What? What? You can't walk on there. If you go on there, you get your claws stuck. You damn pot.
Wow. Wow.
You feather. Oh, look at this buttercup. You're molting. Bloody hell. Hey, lucky I'm not allergic to you. Hey, lucky I'm not allergic to you, you bugger. Swing the camera around so I'll show you what she's doing. Yeah. See what she's doing, guys. See what's happening there. There you go. That shows you. What did that just show you about the cats? When you got nets on your beds, the cats and the foxes use the paths. So I won't spinning you a yarn. I've just shown you there. Buttercup, she's a little so and so, but she does stick to the paths. It's just Sooty that does the caca-poo-poo, but he only does it when it haven't got nets on the beds. Anyway, I say I've talked long and hard, and I've definitely talked long enough. I'm going to hopefully get this video up later on for you all to see. So you all stay safe. Thanks for watching, and goodbye for now.